Hi, we're here with Bears senior forward David Louison, who was just named to the Capital One Academic All-American First Team, the first student athlete in St. Joseph's College, Brooklyn history. Congratulations, Dave, on the accomplishment.
Thank you.
He's also joined by head coach Joseph Cocazello. Thank you for your time, Joe.
Thank you.
Dave, first of all, tell us what does it feel like to be honored as a Capital One All-American, the highest academic honor that a student athlete can get?
Well, it's pretty humbling, and I think over the past few days it's been processing, and I'm just speechless, to be honest. I'm still speechless since I was first notified that I was selected for such a high honor, and I'm extremely grateful, and I'm proud to be in this position to have this under my belt as a student athlete.
You have a really strong foundation in your family, and we've seen them on the sidelines throughout your career. What was their reaction when you told them the news?
They were all extremely proud, especially my mother, who's an educator. She's a teacher in junior high school, and my grandmother, who's also an educator. My aunts, they've also dabbled in education as well, so we take that very seriously. So when they were notified, they were just ecstatic, and they were really proud, and I felt that from them when they expressed that to me, and it was just amazing. It was an amazing reaction. My grandmother called me. It was 11:30 at night. Spoke on the phone for a little bit, and it's been incredible, and they've loved it so far.
That's great, well deserved. You so far you have 1,679 points, 1,181 rebounds, and 59 career double-doubles. You're the active Division III leader in those last two categories. Before you came to St. Joe's, did you think that you would have that type of success on the court?
Not at all, to be honest. I came here with education first on my mind, and wanting to use St. Joseph's as a stepping stone to my future and as a pathway to my career. And I use basketball as something that I've been doing for all my life, basically, and I didn't expect it, and I just, thanks to coach and the support staff, my family, and just the support system that I've had, I've been able to have a successful career here, and I've just been able to go out there and give my everything, both in the classroom and on the court.
Okay, great. And I guess that'll lead us into Joe. You had some touching words about Dave during his senior night. Tell us a little bit about what makes Dave a special player and a special person.
Dave's statistics that you rattled off speak for themselves, and whenever I've been interviewed or spoken to anybody in regard to Dave, they would ask me about him, and I very rarely would talk about the basketball on the court because they saw that and it speaks for itself. More important is the pride he takes in his academics as a student athlete, and trumps all of it is his character and who he is as a person. I mean, wrong sport, but he is the hat trick of everything: the ball player, the student, and just a model citizen and ambassador for the school. We are blessed and fortunate to have had him here for the past 4 years.
Prior to Dave's arrival, you had 4 straight losing seasons, but in Dave's rookie year, we finished 1 game below 500, and now we're working on 3 straight winning seasons, back-to-back 18-win seasons, and now on the verge of our second USCA National Championship appearance. Talk about the impact that Dave has had on the court as a player and really on the program as a whole.
Well, undoubtedly, as a player, he brought instant credibility to our program. I think we were 8-19 his senior year of high school. And he came in as a freshman, and we started competing against everybody. Obviously, the record has been better the past 3 years. Not only what he brought on the court, but I think he led to others choosing to come here. We brought in some better players to play with him, which has helped to improve the record. Practice-wise, when your top player like Dave gives you 100% every day, every practice, it really motivates everyone on the team to give the same. And, if you round out everything that he's brought in terms of bringing others in, his ability to get others to play at their peak level, and truthfully, as I had mentioned that night, Dave has inspired me to try and be the best possible coach I can be, because I never wanted to disappoint him. He deserves the very best, because undoubtedly, what you had said earlier, he is statistically at the top of Division III for active players. He could have played anywhere in the country. And for us to have him here, I had a responsibility to him and his teammates.
Great. Going back to Dave, you have a very strong, you mentioned about a lot, the educational background within your family. Talk about what it means to be a student athlete here at St. Joseph's, and specifically an NCAA Division III student athlete.
I love it here because here we stress as a team and as a school that the student comes first, and you hear that on every team you are, but here it's very important. And I've been able to, I've had a lot of leeway in the sense that a lot of students have leeway. If we need to study, if we need to put academics first before, our athletics, it's definitely, it's stressed that comes first. Where the classes are concerned, exams, homework, papers, and it's allowed me to succeed in the classroom without any pressure or having to worry about, two different things. It's made the balance much better. Because this environment fosters, positive education and a positive athletics program. So they just worked hand in hand. And also having a coach who's an educator himself, that helps as well, because he's always on our backs and making sure we get our work done and that we're going to class and that we're putting that first. And just him having stressed education and staying on top of his grades. So the first thing he mentions for the past 4 team meetings that we've had in the beginning of the season, before any tryout, before he even touches the basketball, the first thing he mentions is getting our work done and going to class and making sure that we're eligible, making sure that we're on top of our grades throughout the whole entire season. So it's been important, and it's been a big help.
In addition to juggling between being a student here at St. Joe's and being an athlete, you also have a pretty impressive job as a student. Tell us a little bit about that and what some of your career aspirations are.
Well, currently I am a student clerk at the U.S. Attorney's Office, and I've had that since I was a sophomore here. And it's helped. It definitely opened my eyes to that field, and because I want to be an attorney, so it's opened my eyes to that field and what to expect. And I've been able to network, and I've been able to meet a lot of people, a lot of powerful people, which have been which will hopefully be instrumental in my next step going forward. I plan on then becoming a paralegal when I graduate, and doing that for about a year or two before entering into law school and preparing for the LSATs and going that whole route. And it's a passion that I've had since I was very young, and it hasn't wavered since. So just being in that field, being in a criminal justice major, sociology minor, it has definitely been the perfect spot for me, and hopefully it'll lead to greater things in the future.
Yeah. Finally, Dave, how do you think that being named the Academic All-American will help some of your the future career path that you were talking about with pursuing law?
Yeah, well, I just think that having this on my resume and having this honor and this elite honor on my resume will help, future employers to see what I'm capable of, and what I've done in college, not just on the court, but I'm also able to have this All-American honor, and it's truly humbling, and it's a blessing, and I'm still processing it, but I'm proud of it, and something that I can hold on to for a very long time.
Yeah, it's definitely a very impressive feat, being named in the first team, the top 5 Division III men's basketball student athletes from an academic perspective. So it's a really tremendous accomplishment. And on that, really, thank you very much for your time, and really congratulations. It's been a pleasure to promote all of your accolades throughout the course of your career, and you're definitely going to be surely missed.
Thank you. I miss you guys too.
All right.